This is iFIBER 1 News. Here are today's top stories.
A driver reportedly rammed a state patrol vehicle during a pursuit Thursday night in Moses Lake. Quincy football ended its 2016 season on a high note Thursday night, shutting out Grandview 33-0. A University of Oregon professor is apologizing as students were outraged about her Halloween costume.
From the iFIBER 1 newsroom, this is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
A driver reportedly rammed a state patrol vehicle during a pursuit Thursday night in Moses Lake. Police were called for a woman reportedly driving erratic and stopping on East Broadway Avenue. An officer reportedly followed the vehicle onto North Stratford Road, where the woman, identified as Charlotte Albert, a 50-year-old Moses Lake woman, eventually pulled into the grocery outlet parking lot and stopped. The officer opened the door of the suspect's vehicle and told the woman to get out, but Albert reportedly smiled at the officer and drove off, running several red lights and driving into oncoming traffic. Police were able to use spiked strips on the woman's vehicle on North Grape Drive. Albert allegedly continued to flee, again back into oncoming traffic and onto North Stratford Road, where she drove twice into a parking lot. Albert reportedly made her way onto West Valley Road, where police stopped the pursuit due to safety concerns. Police were again called as Albert allegedly ran multiple stop signs and red lights. Albert then allegedly rammed a state patrol vehicle before the trooper struck the woman's car and forced her to stop on West Broadway Avenue. The woman was arrested for DUI, hit and run, reckless driving, eluding a police vehicle, assault in the second degree, malicious mischief, and obstruction. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News. Quincy football ended its 2016 season on a high note Thursday night, shutting out Grandview 33-0. The Jackrabbits were able to put points on the board in every quarter in their final game of the season, and the defense finished with back-to-back shutouts. Quincy led 7-0 after the first quarter, opening up scoring on a 68-yard touchdown pass from Cade Schutzman to Tyson Thornton. Schutzman finished the game 12 of 18 with 118 yards and added a rushing touchdown in the second quarter to give Quincy a 14-0 lead. Senior running back Travis Harris added 2 touchdowns in the third quarter on runs of 3 yards and 11 yards, and the Jackrabbits took a 26-0 lead into the fourth quarter. Pablo Mariscal, who rushed for more than 100 yards in the game, took a 2-yard run into the end zone in the fourth. Quincy's Alberto Trujillo finished with a team-high 11 tackles for the Jacks defense, which struggled for much of the season but stepped up in the final 2 games. Quincy matched last season's record and finished 4-6 under first-year head coach Wade Peterson. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 Sports.
In my opinion, as bad as pulling back symbols of the Holocaust.
Students on the University of Oregon campus are outraged after learning that a professor wore blackface as a part of a Halloween costume.
I feel kind of confused as to why someone would think that's appropriate, although I don't know all of the details what exactly the costume was.
University of Oregon officials sent a letter to campus on Tuesday night after being notified that law professor Nancy Schertz wore blackface as a part of her costume to an off-campus party. In it, President Michael Schill says the university condemns the action, saying the use of blackface is offensive and reinforces historical racist stereotypes, and students agree.
A little bit disgusted. That is a very deep historical meaning that has a lot to do with systematic racism dating back to slavery.
Some students and alumni, shocked by the news, have created a Change.org petition asking for Schertz to resign. They're looking for 100 signatures before delivering it to the law school dean. But in a letter to students, Schertz apologizes and explains her costume was based on a character in a book she liked. She says she did not mean to offend. But students say this incident shows the need for dialogue and education.
I think that it's important to appreciate other cultures and learn about them, but it is important to do your research before doing something like blackface.
A clear week as we move into November. Hi, Jeff Slakey taking a look at the basin's forecast from the iFIBER One Weather Center. Your Halloween forecast looks cloudy and 57. For Tuesday, the first day of November, partly cloudy skies and 57. Upper 50s to low 60s through the rest of the week with clear conditions, maybe a little rain on Saturday, and remember, we fall back into Sunday. For iFIBER One News, I'm Jeff Slakey.
This is iFIBER One News. For more information on these stories and other news, visit us online at iFiber1.com or check us out on Facebook.